Welcome to our friends from all over the world. We are here today with Ian Harris, our dear instructor, directly from Scottsdale, Arizona. Welcome, Ian.
Hi, hello everybody, wherever you are. Here it is. Here we're in full summer in Scottsdale, in Arizona. We had a reprieve last week, but now it's officially hot. So it's our first depth time of the year. The hot summer, which here lasts about 3 months. So a lot of first depth, which is appropriate for now, as people are still closed in. Where you might be in a place that has opened up some. Here it's officially opened up, but I'm still closed in.
So am I here in Brazil, doing our part to keep ourselves safe.
Yeah, thank you. And I hope you all are safe, and I hope you're all also doing your part, wearing masks. Some people don't like it, but there are a lot of things in life we don't like. So, and some things it's just part of the way things are, and we need to all look out for everyone else, not just myself. That is a big part of, for me, Jin Shin Jyutsu. Art of the creator through person of compassion.
Sure. I remember once we were talking and you said something that really touched me about awareness. This is awareness, right? Being mindful.
Yeah, So Mary says, "Oh, awareness of myself, know myself." It is, but to know myself is to know everybody else, and to realize that as we call this, we are one. So I am part of everyone else. Everyone else is part of me, and I treat other people the way I treat myself. So even when I'm doing self-help, it's affecting the whole universe. It makes me feel better, and that makes other people feel better. Maybe not directly, but so self-help. Those of you who've been listening regularly, watching these meditations, you've heard many things several times from different instructors, and each with a different perspective. And I know we've all talked about fingers, holding fingers, and different relationships. And I haven't watched every other of these We Are Ones. I've watched most of them.
There are so many now.
So many.
Thank goodness.
And so I don't know what everyone else has spoken about, but today I'd like to talk about something that I think we haven't, and that is in holding the fingers, we get to help the whole body in a different way than the depths and the attitudes and things like that. Ali, can you put the... So
there we go.
So here you see our connection at the bottom, Jin Shin Jyutsu, www.jsjinc.net. So any questions you have, you can get to us through there. And then the next page. So here is a page in our Self-Help Book 3. So for those of you who don't know it, or any of the self-help books, they're great. They are self-help. And here, you see at the bottom how we can, another perspective of looking and using the fingers. So in holding our fingers, we have three phalanges in each finger. We have the distal, the uppermost one, the middle, and the low one on each finger, except the thumb has two, right? And so each of these phalanges affects a different part of the body. And you can see at the top, if you can read it, I don't know, it's small for me to read it, so I'll read it. So number one, tips of the fingers, and the fingers are related to the toes as well. So tips of the fingers, the top third, and toes, aids mental, emotional, brain, chest, and thighs. So that's holding the tip of the finger. I'm just going to read these quickly and then talk about them more. The middle of the fingers, as you can see, or toes, is digestive, face, abdomen, and calves, tension and stress. So that's this middle part. And then the bottom third of the fingers or toes is the physical body, the neck, pelvis, and the feet. Okay? So when I am holding my fingers as part of an entire flow, or just in general doing the mudras, or helping the attitudes, as I hold each finger, of course, I can always just hold it. And I may notice when I hold my finger that one part of it is maybe thicker or thinner, or feels congested. You know, when you touch it, you go, oh, that hurts a little bit, or it feels puffy, something. You may feel something other than the whole finger feeling comfortable and equal, right? So if you feel that part, you can put your focus there, either with your fingers or with your mind. So if it's the bottom third of the finger, you can hold that bottom. If it's the middle third, you can hold the middle. And if it's the top, you can hold the top. Or you can hold it all, but just focus in your mind on that part. And it may be different each finger. Normally, what I've seen is it's similar for each finger. So, Ali, can you move forward? Not that one. One more. Oh, one more. I'm sorry. So here is the body. And I put in the colors so you can kind of see it's what we just read on that page. So that the top part of the finger, right, you can see I made that green just for no particular reason. So we see that the top part of the finger is helping the top part of the head. It's also helping the chest area, the breast area, front and back. It's also helping the upper arms. And it's also helping the thighs as we look down the body. And then toward the toe, toward the big toe. So all of that is helped by holding the top portion, the top third of the fingers or the toes, if you want to reach your toes. Okay, and then the middle phalanx, the middle portion, middle third of the finger, you see then is the cheeks area, the middle part of the face, right? Also the middle part of the neck, safety energy lock 12. And on the body, this area, the bottom of the rib cage and the digestive area. And on the back, also the small of the back below the ribs. And then on the legs, front and back of the knees, you see that's also red. And then on the feet, we have the middle of the foot. So if your foot, this is your foot, but if you put it up this way, you also have, that's the waistline area. So this pink or red portion. So that would also be bust, waist, and hip, or top third of the finger and middle third of the finger. So all of the safety energy locks that you see here are, you can associate with those, what we call bust line, waistline, hip line. Okay, so let's just hold whatever finger you feel you need to hold right now and pay attention again. So we talk about know myself, now know myself. So what do I feel? What do I feel in my hand? What do I feel in that finger? Which part of the finger is asking for help? By asking for help, I'm saying it's showing me, here I am, right? So if, for instance, often I feel if I'm very busy or if someone is very busy all the time, type A personality, you might see or feel a lot of thickness in that bottom third of the finger, because that's the physical part, right? So if you're running around a lot, a lot of sports or a lot of work or just busy, 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 you might find that sensitive or full. Or if you're just feeling run down also. Or if there's pain in the body or numbness, you can go to that bottom third of the finger to help that physical body, right? And as Mary says here also, we're helping the pelvis, we're helping the groin area. Also the shoulders are related here, right? So on the back of the body we have, the top third, the middle third, the bottom third, plus line, waistline, hip line. So mental, emotional, digestive, physical. And we can help that, again, just through the fingers. So just find that place and hold it. And we're not doing anything. We're just the observers of transformation. So I just hold it, and after a few minutes, I might feel maybe a pulsation, but I also might feel, if there's congestion, it's clearing. It's clear now. I can get in there. There's space. It's like you moved into an apartment and the last person didn't move out yet, and now they finally moved out. So, there's room. I can go in there. So the whole body needs to breathe, and if it's congested, it's not breathing. So find that place. Or, if many of you, I'm sure, practitioners, you may notice this with a client. As you're listening to pulses, you notice their fingers and go, that's interesting. Very thick here in the body part, or very thick here in the emotional part, or very thick here, or thin, either way. So it's a way of knowing what's going on in the body, or of being aware, and also of helping that. And this will change. I've seen this change in my fingers, in other people's fingers. Years and years of being the same, and suddenly it changes as the body's restored to harmony. And simply by holding the fingers, or doing a related flow, but that's for another time. So just feel what's going on in your finger, and see if what you find in your finger, you see, maybe you can feel that in that part of the body. So, my fingertip is thin or thick or congested or sensitive. Do I have any mental, emotional stuff going on? And not to define it, but just, okay, then let me feel that, and let me exhale that. Don't need to keep that. Or, if I've been eating a lot of food that maybe is difficult to digest, or a lot of information that's difficult to digest. That's digestion is not just of food, but of the mind. So we're taking care of the head, we're taking care of the mind with that middle part of the finger. So again, just, you don't have to poke around, but just feel it and see, what does that feel like? Is that attracting my attention? Did I eat a lot last night? Especially food that I maybe might not have eaten, but I enjoyed anyway. But still, I can harmonize that with my, right? And that, so that middle part is here, well, like what we call safety energy, like 14, 23, 9, all this digestive area, all this area that is helping to clear the body, where we have our kidney, liver, and spleen. Stomach is there as well. Adrenals are there as well. Diaphragm is there as well. So there's so much going on in that area. So, can use a little help. And maybe, or even just now, I could feel it just start to relax, that area of the body, just in a few seconds. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not. So see how that feels in your body or in your head. Because this is clearing that, but it's clearing my mind as well. Even maybe if I have a headache, or my neck is stiff, or my knees are bothering me, right? Or the arch of my foot is bothering me. Any of that, just simply with the fingers. And by the way, this is in Self-Help Book 3, which Mary calls Fun with Fingers and Toes. So if you don't have it, if you're interested, you can purchase that from that address that you saw on the first page. And the whole book is about fingers and toes. And our teacher, Mary Burmeister, upon departing Japan in 1954, I think, Jiro Murai said to Mary, one day you'll be able to harmonize the whole body just by holding a finger. So there is, I'm not saying I can or that I can't, but the more I know myself, the more I see the relationships and how just through holding my finger or fingers, I can harmonize the whole body. Really simply, I can see that, I can feel that. And on one of the slides, can you go back? I'm sorry, I put them in the order. I thought I would use them, but if you go back. Yeah, so there, Mary says, there's always a way to help myself, knowing of which in turn can help others. So we're talking about the fingers. There's always an alternative with knowing fingers and toes. So simply, if unable to be anything else, smile and be the breath I am. There's nothing hard there and nothing, no doing. And also, instead of show me, open one's eyes and see for myself, be one's own testimony. So instead of looking outside of myself, oh, well, can you help me? What should I do? Feel it in your own body. Hold your fingers. I can hold my fingers and I go, oh, that's what that's about. I see. And the more I do it, the more familiar I get with it. And the more I understand, the more I can help myself, the more easily I can help myself. And finally, she says, be happiness. Know that there are no ways to happiness. Happiness is. Or as I heard her often say, there is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. And it's not about pretending to be happy and it will follow. It's just be happy. Whatever, happiness is not based on my physical circumstances. Things can be really difficult and I can still be happy. things can be really easy. I can be miserable too. So I can just be happy if I choose to be. Not in a pretense way. Just be happy. But even sometimes Mary would say, if you want to be miserable, be the happiest miserable person you can be. So we always have the choice. And if being miserable makes you happy, then enjoy it. We don't need to feel guilty either. So wherever I am, however I feel, even if I'm sad, I can be happy. Right? If I'm angry, I can be happy. Not because I'm angry, but just I can be happy. And then my shoulders can drop and I can exhale. And of course, there are circumstances that are not happiness inspiring. Of course, we're in a big one right now. But we can still enjoy life. I can enjoy cooking. I'm so happy today I got a new extension cable for there are so many things to be happy about, right? So why not? Why not just enjoy that? Just enjoy the world. The universe is an amazing place. And again, I don't need to look outside. I don't need to ask for someone's confirmation or how to. I know how to just be in that place that is happy. Be in nature or whatever it is that makes me happy. And hold my fingers. That helps too. So we can go down to that bottom third, bottom phalanx of the finger or toes. And this is helping the physical body, right? Helps the pelvis, the whole groin area. So it's helping all this area. So your buttocks, your groin, your pelvis, anything going on there. It's helping your ankles. It's helping your shoulders, front and back, your safety energy level 11, 22. This whole area can be released by holding the base of my finger, whichever finger you need. So for each of us, it might be different. And whichever finger you're attracted to, whichever finger calls you, if I'm paying attention, or even not paying attention, sometimes I'll just go, well, that feels good, right? Like a baby sucks its thumb. A baby doesn't think about sucking its thumb. Or other people did suck their thumb. They sucked this finger or this finger when they were little children. So you go to what's comfortable. The body's calling me, I go there. Even if I don't understand it, I know it's helping already. And so this studying Jin Shin Jyutsu, this getting to know, help myself. So then if that feels good, I do that. I don't know why. And then I find out, oh, it's helping clear my head. Oh, it's helping clear my digestion. Yes, that works. So I just do what feels right. And then I learn. That's why we study Jin Shin Jyutsu. For me, not to be it's to help myself. And if I can help myself, then I can help other people. It's not to help someone else first. It's to help me. It's like when we get on an airplane and there's the announcements and says, if the oxygen pressure comes down, your mask will come down. Put yours on first before you help someone else. If I don't take care of myself, then bye. I can't help anybody else. So it's not selfishness, it's taking care of myself. Knowing, helping myself. So as I'm holding, again, this bottom third of the finger, helping the physical body. If I've overextended my body, or I'm not doing enough, Now it's, many of us, I think, are sitting around a lot. So this can help the physical body in that sense too. Of course, it's good to move. It's not we just do this, but this helps in whatever circumstance I'm in. What do I need now? Very simple. I can go through each of my fingers in that way. And as I'm going through, I'm helping myself and learning something.
Wonderful. Ian, we have two interesting questions here. One of them is asking what's more powerful, to hold one of the thirds of the finger or the whole finger. I was saying it's not about powerful, right? It's about awareness, as you said.
Yeah, so like Mary said, you be the testimony. Do it. Try it out. It's not for me to say, you know how you feel. Try it. Then you can tell me. And it might not be the same as what I feel or what someone else feels. We're each, imagine how many paths we are. 7 billion people, all come from different, we're all one, but we all have different pathways, different ways to get to where we are now. So there's no way mine is the same as yours. I can understand yours through mine, or you can understand mine maybe through. So just try it. So and it's different. It can be different each day, right? Some days and some days I really zero in because I really feel it. I really need it. It depends where I am. Depends where you are. So just try it. You'll see.
Yeah, maybe a matter of starting being aware of that and listening and feeling what happens when you touch yourself and when you breathe. Don't you think?
Yes. We have to start. Yes, thank you. And there was another
Yes,
question?
the other one asks about the difference about, I believe, the top and bottom, meaning the palm and the back of the finger, if there's a difference.
Well, did I put that slide there? Yes, I think that slide may be there as well. Comparing fingers and toes. It shows the toes going back on. Yeah, there we go. So if you can read that on the top part of that page, relationship. So upper part of palms and upper part of soles. Okay. I don't know if it says that here. Anyway, so the palm side is descending. So I have a descending need in the body, which means above the waist. I can hold, you can put your thumb there or put your focus or awareness on that palm side. Or the palm side is the same as the top of the foot to help descend. And if you hold the back of the hand or the sole side of the foot, they're the same. And that helps the ascending need. So any back projects, or I'm not absorbing enough what I need. I have foot problems. So I don't know if that's clear, but if you've taken a 5-day class, you should, well, I wouldn't say you should know that, but you probably know that. If you're hearing this for the first time, so back of the hand is back of the body, ascending. Palm of the hand is the front of the body, descending. So exhale, inhale. So there's that as well. So I can have the inhale of the chest, helping me to, yeah, helping the back of the chest maybe, or helping me inhale. And then the palm side is the exhale, the front of the chest, helping me. All emotions, uh, old thoughts, old history. And then waistline, so the middle third. So the palm side would help me again to descend. So if I'm having digestive problems or headaches or anything like that going on in my head, I can hold that in the back, helping the middle of the back. I'm trying to think of it. But maybe, just the middle of the back if you have projects going on there. And then, so the front is helping me also to exhale, helping to let go of old projects. And then the back of that is helping the back in general. It's helping the energy move from the legs into the chest. This is the energy that cleans the body. So it's easy to remember if you hold your hands up, back is back and front is front. Palms are the front, and front is so down the front, up the back. If you've never heard that before. That's something Mary used to say 100 times a day. Down the front and up the back. Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So that's a lot, and just in one finger or all of the fingers. Try it out, see what happens. And
People
use
here
it if you need.
are very thankful to you. Lots of messages. They really enjoyed it.
That's, simplicity. You can't get much more simple than that. So I hope we all get to use this. We all are feeling well. And until next time, until next we meet.
Yes, we have good news for you. We are going to have a new cycle of the We Are One series, which is going to start on Monday, the 29th. So next week, we still continue with the current series. And if you want to continue receiving our notifications or invitations starting on Monday, 29th, please enroll again using the link that I provided here in the chat many times. And it is in the upper bar of the chat as well. Ian, we're very thankful for this wonderful class that we had to practice, and a beautiful class. And I hope that the heat treats you well and your first step stays harmonized in sunny Arizona.
I'm eating lots of sweets.
And holding the thumbs.
And holding the thumb.
Wonderful. So thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you,
Thank
Ale.
you all. And
Thank
we'll
you
be back
all.
here on Monday. Till next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.